We are live. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? King Narakami here. Welcome to the King's Game Podcast, episode 14. I can't believe we're at 14 episodes. I know it's been a minute since I've done one of these. Just life in general just gets crazy sometimes, and I think my special guest, Katana Rikku, knows all about that. How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. Thank you, King, for inviting me. Hello to everybody in the chat. I'm glad to be here for the 14th episode of the King's Game podcast, and I'm excited to talk about, cool stuff.
So we do have a lot to talk about today. David Cass will be joining us soon. He is currently caught up with something, caught up with his car, but he will be joining us very soon, like within the next 20 minutes. So until then, Rikku, you got to deal with me for now, man. It's just
Yes,
me.
Chad has to deal with me as well.
No, it's always a pleasure to have you on, man. But we have a lot to talk about today. This was going to be a completely different podcast. Uh, I had a bullet list of things I wanted to cover about Megaton memories and everything. And then just out of the fucking blue today, Atlas West, at what, like 11 or 12 p.m., something like that, 12:30
Yeah,
p.m.
something like this morning, yeah, or
That
afternoon or so.
Yeah, they were just like, oh, by the way, we're doing a Persona 25th times for the West today at 3 o'clock p.m. Everyone's like, what? Huh? Why? So, how did you hear about this, Rikku? Did it surprise you?
I did. Okay, so yeah, I did. Oh, sorry. It did surprise me because I figured they weren't going to say anything about anything at all until June. And I found out about it because David had just retweeted it, and I was just scrolling through my Twitter timeline. I was like, wait a minute, what? Something actually happened this morning, and I think it's pretty cool. But I didn't have high expectations because it wasn't really like the June thing that they said it was going to be. So I figured it was just like a little extra bonus.
Oh, yeah. To me personally, I think it was Atlas throwing the Western fans a little bone. Because
Yeah.
I'm sure they've heard our complaints about the 25th anniversary so far, which we will get into. But shout out to everyone here in the chat, checking permission. H2DK, a Patreon supporter. JCat's also a Patreon supporter. Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight and just chilling out. Coogan, how are y'all doing tonight? Thank you to the 23 viewers right now. Go ahead, if you haven't, hit that like button so more people can find us. And we can talk some shit about Persona 25th with as many people as we can. So,
Yeah.
you know what my favorite part about today's stream was, Rikku?
What is that?
That Atlas made their expectations known as to what you would see during it. So, do you think that was a smart way to do it? Or, because you saw that they said this would be just for events and merchandise. Do you think that was a smart way to do it?
Yes, I think that is probably one of the smartest things they could do, mainly because everybody expectations are building. The next event is in June and it's getting close to June. And I think it's better off to just let you guys know, let everybody know what's going to happen, what we can expect, because people were, at least in the comments of the stream, were expecting like Persona 6 and stuff. And I'm like, no, it's definitely not going to be that. And I'm glad that they clarified, even though some people weren't going to really like hear it anyway. I'm glad that they went ahead and did it. So we weren't just like all like, what is this, you know?
I think it's pretty evident that it wasn't. We're going to have to wait till the concert for possibly Persona 6, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think that's going to be something that we just get near the tail end of the anniversary.
So if anyone expected Persona 6 or anything, even when Atlas explicitly said, hey, even says on the thumbnail, this is specifically for merch and events. Like, the
Kind of
fact
setting
that,
themselves up.
dude, the fact that Atlas West even had to tweet points at sign or whatever, and they just like zoomed in on the on the merchandise and events thing. That's just fucking insane to me. And I know some people still didn't listen. But so what we got today was exactly what they said we were gonna get. Merchandise and events. They also covered the Persona concert that's happening in October, which I'm personally excited about. How do you feel about the concert, by the way, Riku?
I think I'm already excited for the concert because I love Persona music a lot, and I'm honestly like I'm there for the announcements, but I'm also there for the music too. Um, and if we do get like a huge announcement there, then that's just icing on the cake. But I really just I like the music. I like what they just seeing it all just live and all. That's really cool to me.
Oh yeah, the music The music's just enough for me, but you throw in announcements there too. That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
it's perfect. It's perfect.
They could have done just like they did with the SMT concert in the past year. God, what was that? There was an SMT concert that they had that they just did music for, and that was
Yes.
great. I mean,
Yes, it was great. It was great to hear like just the classic songs, like just kind of remade in a way. I love it. I think it's great.
but yes, so they did do information about that. First off, Cody donated $5. Wow. Let's see what Cody's got to say.
What did you think of my incredible announcement? Did it bring adrenaline in your souls?
Oh my God, Cody. Liam, what are you up to again? Cody said, "What do you think about my announcement? Did it bring adrenaline to your soul?" That is a wrestling reference that only me, Liam, and H2DK would understand. But thank you for the $5, Mr. Cody Rhodes, owner of Atlas. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. H2DK, of course, in the comments saying, "Cody."
Let's go.
It's so.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that.
It's funny because David doesn't watch wrestling either, but he knows Cody because we make stupid memes about him all the time. He's like, shit, that's Cody. It's so stupid.
Wow.
That notification is hella loud. Sorry, I don't know if there's a way that I can change that.
Specialist, right? Is it Specialist? I love that song.
Sure is.
Oh, best song. Oh, can I say something real quick? It's kind of random.
Of course.
Speaking of Specialists, so you guys know I got a new PS Vita recently, and I'm playing Persona 4 Golden again, and I love the game. It's just as good as I remember. I freaking love it.
You gotta love it, dude. What part are you at?
I am at the Yukiko's castle. I haven't finished the boss yet. I'm at the final boss. I just got it like a few days ago, and I haven't been playing it because I want to get like an 8 GB card before I start like really messing with it and stuff like that. But just getting back to it, being able to play it again, I just miss that game so much, and it's just great,
dude.
Really great.
It's almost like they should put it on consoles.
Almost like it, yeah. I'd buy it on Switch. I'd buy it on PlayStation again.
I'd buy it on everything. But I'm sure we will talk about that later on. But
Yes.
you know what's also great to play on the Vita? Persona 4 Dancing All Night.
I actually might get that one because I love the music. I know you put me on some of the best tracks I've heard from Persona. From that stream a few months ago or last year or so.
We got to do that Persona 5 dancing tier list at some point, dude.
I'm down, dude. Whenever you're ready, I'm down.
Hell yeah, I'm always down for it.
That was a ton of fun. I want to hear some more music.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you all, the 33 concurrent viewers right now. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We're just going to get into it right quick and talk about what they unveiled today. So we got more merch announcements, of course. We got Teddy socks. What do you think about the Teddy socks?
Okay, so I think they look cool. I will say though, I actually have a pair. I have a pair because I reviewed Persona 4 Arena, and I was able to get a pair. And I'm not sure if they're the exact same, but they look similar.
They're similar. They're not the same, but they are similar.
Okay, well, it does look good. I do like the way they look, and I'm not sure if I'll get them because I already have a pair, but I'm a fan of that kind of stuff. I'm a fan of it. I think it looks great.
It's funny because people keep on memeing that we're just going to end up getting like Morgana socks or something, and we ended up getting Teddy socks instead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, like, wasn't that a meme at some point on Twitter? I remember that.
It literally is. I've seen people tweet about Morgana socks and shit before.
I'd actually be hyped for some Morgana socks, like black with like the face.
I'd probably buy it too. I'd probably buy it too. Oh, by the way, another thing that is underrated about this announcement, we got to hear the English voice actors again.
Oh yeah. It's awesome. Teddy sounds a little bit different, but I'm glad that they're back. It's awesome.
Well, you step out of that, being playing that character for a few years, it might sound a little different, but
yeah, this is true.
But it was nice hearing those voices, especially Cassandra Lee Morris as Morgana. I got my own Morgana.
They absolutely killed their roles, by the way. They killed it.
Oh yeah. I got my own little Morgana sitting beside of me right now, little Bootsy, looking in on me right now, laying on my backpack, like usual when I'm on my computer.
I'm sorry. I love Bootsy, okay? I love Bootsy and Ellie.
The internet loves my two cats, because I post about them all the fucking time.
Yes.
So, what did we also get? We also got, what was it, like some Persona-style food or something at some point as well?
It was some kind of like, I saw like some sort of like smoothie drink thing or something, and then there's gonna be like some kind of like noodles or something like that. I think something like that. They partnered with some company.
Right. And they're going to be doing stuff at some anime expo in California, everything.
Yeah, I wish I could go, but I can't. I've never been to California. I'd love to go.
Oh,
Though.
hell, I haven't been to California either. It's too expensive, bro. And
Yeah.
they also unveiled a $500 Persona 25th anniversary record player. So, are you going to pre-order that, Rikku?
Absolutely not. I'm sorry. Look, I love Persona, but I can't spend that kind of money on a turntable. I don't even have any vinyls right now. So,
Hey, vinyls, I love vinyls, but I'm not spending $500 on a record player when I can buy a pretty good, $50 to $80 one on Amazon and just put a Persona 25th sticker on it and call it a day.
yeah, it won't be the same, but it'll be the same for me. I'm sorry.
You won't be able to tell the difference sound-wise, I'm sure.
There's no way I can do that.
Apparently, according to somebody, I can't remember who posted it might have been Kuro on Twitter. I think this is a kind of a high-end kind of record player. I'm not sure.
I hope so. For the premium price, if it's like a high-end one with just like a bit of Persona style on it, that'd be really nice.
So,
if that's what they're doing.
So, all in all, this announcement was really great if you're in the US and especially from California. And I feel like they kind of left the European audience and everyone else that they consider Atlas West high and dry. What did you think about it? Do you think they kind of just like said screw y'all, the people like in like Canada and Europe and everything?
Yeah, it's a little disappointing. I actually just thinking about it, everything here or most of everything is just in the United States. If you're a fan in Canada, like there's just nothing there for you. And I think, if you're gonna say West, I mean, come on, you got to include more than the United States.
Oh yeah, I mean, even if you live in Canada, you have to pay out of the ass for shipping as well. I heard that the shipping rates for international shipping on the Shop Atlas website is god awful, dude. Like, we thought it was bad here in the States. At least we can get, free shipping on orders over $100. They're paying like the price of a damn t-shirt, which is like $20 for shipping.
That's terrible. So pretty much everything, even on the Atlas site right now, has high shipping for people outside of the United States.
Oh, it's terrible. And people outside the United States don't get that. If you buy $100 worth of stuff, you get free shipping.
Okay, yeah, that's not really fair. That's a little unfortunate.
It's like we're back in the days of them being called Atlas USA.
Oh man, yeah.
It's just so sad.
I remember when they changed their branding. Yeah, I remember that.
They're not really.
Other things will change.
They should just call it Atlas California after this, because everything in fucking California with this announcement. I mean, you're having the Anime Expo, that's in California. All these like little things that they're doing is in California, Anaheim, I believe, as well. Everything's just in California, which I get it. That's where Atlas West, I believe, is located. But I mean, come on. I thought we would at least, get.
They should do more for other people outside of California and even the United States.
I had a crazy thought. I don't know if it was too crazy, but I was kind of expecting to have, a 1 or 2 show concert at like one on the East Coast and one on the West Coast. For like, I'm not even talking about like a Persona Super Live. I'm just talking like just a Persona concert. They get the singers and they just tour 2 shows, one on the East Coast, one on the West Coast. I mean,
yeah, that'd be nice.
But it looks like that ain't going to happen. I know they've done little shows here in the U.S. before, but it's I don't know if they are still looking at COVID and seeing that as a problem. I'm sure JCat might know. She's in the chat. But
yeah.
I don't know if they see that as a problem, still traveling and everything, because COVID is still around. But I mean,
it could be a variety of factors. Just I can't really know at the moment. So,
the concerts and everything. So, do you think that they would do like a concert here or anything anytime soon, or do you think the only thing we're ever going to get from now on are these online only concerts?
I think it's going to be online only because it's just easier to do. It's easier to just manage and just gather people online just to watch it.
Well, at least for the Western audience, they're obviously doing the Super Live in person. They're obviously, my bad, I misspoke. They're doing the Super Live in person, but people that don't want to watch can only see it online, and they're only doing like 1-2 night show. So do you think it's going to remain that way? I apologize.
Yeah, I think that's how it's just going to be for the foreseeable future. I'd love it for it to be different, but
I'd love for a little tour. I mean,
that'd be great. That'd be so good. Like go to like Chicago and just all these other places and things like that. That'd be cool.
I would literally drive to Chicago. Fall Wolf said Persona 6 will take place in California.
That'd be interesting. A Western Persona. I don't know though.
I don't know.
I don't know.
There's so many things that Persona 6 could be, and we're going to be fucking wrong about it when it comes out. But
yeah, I might as well just not even have predictions because I know it's just going to be completely different than anything I could imagine. So
we all have high hopes for it, and I'm sure we might see something from Persona 6 in the future. So if you were to rate today's surprise Western announcement on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate it?
Okay, so 5 is average. I'd say maybe like I'd say like a 6, and it's not bad because it's just like I'm not like jumping out of my chair for any of these things, but I am happy to see anything in regards to the anniversary. I think the socks are cool. Maybe I'll buy another pair of that. I think the record player is cool, even though I'm not going to get it. I think it's really cool, and yeah. So right now I'm feeling like a 6. I'm feeling a 6. It's not bad. I think it's okay. I think it's pretty good.
I think the only reason I'm rating it, I personally am going for a 5. The only reason I'm rating it that high is because they set expectations beforehand. If they would have just said, oh, we're going to have a special Persona 25th times for the West, and they would have just left it at that.
Yeah, that would have been disappointing. And that probably would have been like a 3 or something.
Oh, definitely. Oh my gosh. In Persona 6, you'll get to destroy FedEx's headquarters. People, y'all still talk about my Steam Deck like that?
Oh, that's been a whole, like, story arc. I'm sorry this is happening. It's frustrating. Dude. I can tell.
I should have my new one by tomorrow.
Okay, good.
Apparently. Good. Red Hood agrees with us, a 5.
Agrees with me. I think that's fair.
I think, let's meet in the middle, call it a 5.5.
Yeah, 5.5. It's not bad. 5 is like average, and I think 5.5 is pretty accurate.
Now, if they would have not set these expectations beforehand, I'm thinking a solid 2. And the reason I would give it a 2 is because I would hear the English voice actors again. That's the only thing keeping it above the 1. That's just for me, though. But,
yeah, I'd be like a 3. I just would be like, okay, well, because I would have thought it would, like, if they had not said anything, like not told us to like temper expectations and told us what to expect, I would have thought this was something big because it was just like out of nowhere. Let's surprise the fans with something. That's what I would have thought. Oh, yeah. And then it's just like more of like what we've gotten before. So I'd say it would have been a 3 if they didn't tell us what to expect.
But at the same time, I'm trying to like armchair quarterback this whole thing because I'm expecting we're all expecting an announcement in June. It's going to happen. So even if they would have done something today, I'd be like, it's probably not going to be anything. But still, the fact that they did set expectations is good. Now, what sucks is that people were not heeding those expectations whatsoever. People were still getting high hopes for it and everything, even after Atlas was like, bruh, nah, don't get your hopes up for that. Why do you think that is, Rikku? Why do people just, like, not fucking know how to read, man? I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me, dude.
Okay, so I'm thinking they might have just saw like the thumbnail or something.
But even the thumbnail says merchant events.
Okay, even then they should temper their expectations. I don't know. Maybe they just hear it from through somebody else who maybe didn't clarify that it was like something smaller. Maybe they just Atlas has a surprise announcement, and maybe they were like, oh snap, this is gonna be like Persona 7 or something. Maybe that's what it was.
Persona 7.
Yeah, like
we're just going to skip 6. Fuck it. 6 is just going to be an anime.
Yeah. As people were like really just saying like Persona 4, Switch, PlayStation, Persona 6, and I'm thinking they just didn't see it directly from Atlas, or they just assume that anything from Atlas is just going to be big, even though it's proven that that's not the case.
So, do you think today's announcement was kind of Atlas trying to do something for the Western audience? Because most of their stuff for this anniversary has kind of been tailored towards the Japanese audience and everything. Do you think they kind of did this to, like, appease us a little bit? Or, because I think everything here could have been done as like a Twitter post or something. But I mean, what do you think? Do you think they just kind of threw this together at last minute, or what?
I'm not okay. So I'm not sure if they threw it together last minute, but I do think it is just something to say, hey guys, we know you guys have been kind of like feeling bad. We've been doing everything in Japan, and we kind of forgetting about you guys. I think that's them just kind of throwing us a bone, and I think it's really nice. I think because I did that's the last thing I expected is anything from Atlas to be tailored for us in the West. I think that's really cool, and yeah, I think it's just kind of them throwing a bone, and I'm not sure if we'll see more. I don't know if we'll see more of it, but they might be like, hey, this is your one thing, do everything else in Japan. I guess I don't know, but I think it's just them throwing us a bone.
Oh yeah, it was totally just but at the same time, people are still going to see it as disappointing. I don't really see this announcement as disappointing at all. Do you?
No, absolutely not. I didn't have crazy. Well, no, I didn't have crazy expectations. Like you said, they told us what to expect, and I think that was smart. And because of that, I just went in thinking whatever happens, happens. If we get something cool, then cool. If not, then whatever.
Now, imagine this happens. That Atlas Persona 25th US site is pretty barren. It hasn't been updated since like the P4 AU announcement. So imagine if they would have put like one of those like signs that says like 5/2022 on it. Like I'm saying on the regular 25th website where they like put like the date for like the next announcement, everything. Imagine if they would have just done that and said nothing else, and we would be waiting all month for this.
I think at that point it would have been fair. It would have been fair for us to be a little disappointed at it because I mean, this is on the same level based from them. It sounds like it's on the same level as like Persona 4 Arena Ultimate. And if it's just this, then it's like, dang, dang.
Before we talk about the rest of the 25th so far, because I do want to get into that, I want to know your opinion on this subject matter. I know you're kind of like tampering your expectations because we've been burned quite a few times by Persona 25th anniversary. Do you think that disappointment is on us for being too hyped about it? Do you think it's on Atlas? Do you think it's a combination of both? Do you think we have the right to be disappointed by this anniversary so far?
Okay, I think it's kind of a mix of both. I think Atlas, I don't want to sound like entitled, but I think Atlas could do a little more in terms of like just trying to like, it's like they're stretching out something that could have been done in like a month to a year. That's what it feels like. And so I can't help but get a little like disappointed or just like, oh, I don't really care about this because it's just like these little announcements or they'll hype up something. Oh, this is coming out this month. And then it's just like something that doesn't really like excite me that much. I don't think the fans are crazy for being disappointed. And I also think that Atlas could do a little bit more, but yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of a mix of both at this point. Yeah, that's all I can say. I think it's a mix of both.
I almost kind of wish that they would keep on like doing these Western things, like these Western Persona 25th times. Be like, hey, the next Western announcement is this date. Don't expect anything until then. Or it's like they could be, oh, by the way, the next Persona 25th announcement is this coming month in June. Be excited for it because we're announcing something big for all audiences.
I think that'd be cool.
I think that they should start doing that. Now, people are going to say, oh, this is a Japanese game company. Their target audience is their Japan audience and everything. But at the same time, it's like Atlas has fans worldwide now. Persona's the biggest it's ever been, in my opinion. So,
yeah, I think I get what they're saying, but like the games sell like extremely well over here. I think it's fair to like treat the fans over here with like the same amount of attention, or at least a little more attention, and not have it be so disproportionate between the Japanese fans and the Western fans. I think it should be a bit more, kind of like, what's the word? Kind of like equal, a little bit more equal.
Right,
like Japan gets way more stuff than us,
and we totally get that. At the end of the day, Atlas is going to cater to mostly the Japanese audience. That's totally okay. I get that. That's why I'm saying maybe keep these, kind of two separate announcements things going, because I kind of like what they did today. I mean, it wasn't the most exciting thing, but at least they kept our expectations in check and everything, and to me, it just didn't disappoint, and I hope that they maintain this for the future. Speaking of... go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I was going to say, it might be like a good way to kind of like keep there from being like huge gaps in between announcements. Well, just in between the monthly announcements, we'll have these things here, and I think that'd be cool just to keep the flow going.
Right. So, do you think we'll see more of these Persona 25th times for the West and everything? Do you think we'll get a few more before the anniversary ends?
Okay, so earlier I said I don't think we were, but maybe it's kind of like maybe it's not really smart to say I don't think so after we just got this one. I think I think we'll see another one, but it'll be after the next after the June announcement. So maybe they'll just go back and forth. So I think we will see more.
It's
Yeah.
it's crazy to me that they hired voice actors to come into a studio or at least record lines to announce a bunch of food and stuff. I mean, that's just fucking insane to me.
Yeah. It's insane, but like I commend them. I think it's awesome. I think it's freaking awesome.
So, let's go ahead and go over what we think about the Persona 25th anniversary so far. We're kind of going to review it because we're, 8 months into it now?
Yeah, I definitely need a review because I almost forgot the stuff that came out. So
I remember one random morning, they dropped the website and everything. It wasn't, I don't believe it was like the first announcement or anything, but they dropped the website and everything, and hype was built up. Oh my gosh, Persona 25th anniversary, we're going to get some good shit here. And fast forward a little bit, we get the first announcements, and Japan got a lot of stuff. They got their anime streaming, they got a bunch of other stuff, lots of stuff announced. And for the Persona 25th for the West, Atlas West launched their own website. We got digital wallpapers. So, rate that first announcement for me, Rikku. What do you think about it?
So I generally like to start in the middle with ratings. With the first announcement, I think I'm gonna say because it kind of set the stage for the rest of it, it should have been bigger than just some wallpapers. I'm gonna give that a 3, to be honest. I'm gonna say a 3.
Now,
'Cause
to be fair,
that's not a good way to start.
Now, to be fair, they also kind of dropped. They also announced that around the same time that the Shop Atlas store was going to come back, and that was kind of exciting. But kind of looking back on it now, it's kind of like, well, this website kind of sucks. So I mean, it's still. I think you're right about. I say a 2. Like it's.
Yeah, it's definitely on the lower end in my opinion.
It's how do you just announce digital wallpapers for your audience? What's the point of building a whole website around that?
Yeah, like I downloaded the wallpapers. Like I did that, but like I don't know. It's wallpapers, you know.
Yeah, like who?
It's like, oh yeah, I can download it. I'm excited.
I could make my own at any time. I mean,
Yeah.
so the second announcement happened. Let's see here. Okay, the first announcement was in September. The second announcement happened during the Video Game Awards in December, where we got a P4AU port for modern consoles and PC. So that made a lot of people happy. Obviously, some people kind of look at it. Not saying it's me, but and say, "Oh shit, hold on, we got another donation by HQDK." The original wallpapers were Peak Atlas.
Digital wallpapers were peak Atlas.
Yeah, that is definitely an Atlas announcement right there.
Yeah,
digital
wallpapers.
Yeah. So P4AU released on console and everything. To me, that's great. And I know a lot of people love P4AU. I'm not a fighting game fan myself, but I did enjoy the story for the first time. Well, I played P4AU before, but to me, going through the story a second time didn't have as much impact on me. But at the same time, I kind of looked at it as a spin-off of a game that's not even on the console I'm playing it on right now.
Yeah, that's the situation. So for me, like I was excited. I think I was genuinely excited to play it. Because I played it back on like the Xbox 360. I'm one of those people who played it on Xbox for some reason. And I like the game. It's fun. It's a ton of fun. And I think, yeah, I get it on Switch, get it on PlayStation, and I had a lot of fun playing it. But at the same time, I don't really play it that much anymore because it is like a fighting game. And outside of like Smash, I don't really play fighting games for too long. The story was like, whatever. I didn't really care about it too much, even though I'm glad to see the characters back. I think that's cool. And yeah, that's pretty much. So I don't know, I'm kind of neutral. I think it was a great announcement though. I think it was a good surprise at the Game Awards.
Are you a big fighting game fan?
Outside of Smash, I played like Marvel vs. Capcom and like Dragon Ball Fighter. So like I'm decently interested in fighting games.
Oh, you like Dragon Ball? I didn't know that. Rikku, do you like Dragon Ball?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I had to.
No, you good, man. You good, man. Dragon Ball. You like Dragon Ball?
I've watched a little bit of the anime. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I like Dragon Ball. I do like Dragon Ball. I like the characters and stuff. I watched Super Broly. Didn't know what was going on, but I watched it. So,
Great movie. I love
Yeah.
me some Dragon Ball. But that's
The
another
thing about-
conversation.
yeah, it's kind of random.
And that's another conversation. But how would you rate that announcement on 1 to 10?
For Persona 4 Arena,
Yes.
I think the fact that it popped up at the Game Awards made me way more excited because it's just one of those things that I just do not expect. So given the fact that the game is fun, even though I didn't play it for too long, I'm gonna give that announcement like a solid like 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think following up after the digital wallpapers, that was great.
I'm glad that they did something that wasn't Japanese exclusive for that one. At the same time, I feel like if they would announce a Midnight Channel bundle for consoles, it would have been a 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah, that would have been that would have been a 10 out of 10 hands down. That would have been the best announcements of the anniversary.
I just saying, it's still, we have every Persona 4 spinoff on PlayStation 4 right now, Dancing and Arena Ultimax, but we still don't have the main game. I mean,
I am very confused with why Atlas would do that. I feel like it would come to PlayStation at least, but no.
oh yeah, at the very least, I don't give a shit about Switch 4. But then again, I don't give a shit anymore because I'm about to have a Steam Deck, so
Yeah.
I get to play it whenever I want.
I'm
And,
good.
Yeah,
I'm good now for me because I have it on Vita now, so I can play that again. So if it happens, it happens. It's great. I'm gonna buy it, but if it doesn't happen, that sucks. But I can still play it on my Vita. So
by the way, that Vita screen. Oh, do you have one of the OLED model screens?
no, I have the Slim with the LCD.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
Oh my god. P4G on that OLED screen. Oh my god, dude. Holy
I'm
shit.
sorry, I had to relaunch.
Like, holy shit, dude. P4G on that OLED screen. Just fucking amazing, dude. I think Riku's having some technical difficulties.
Sorry, I'm having like some technical difficulties with my Discord. I keep having to like relaunch. That's my bad. Sorry.
No, you good, dude. Next announcement was in February. And I will say, I kind of got my hopes up for it a little bit. Because February was going to be the launch of P4AU. And we had all those leaks about, the P4AU website. The official website was like showing us that there was going to be a Midnight Channel bundle for consoles as well and everything. And there was other evidence too that P4G was going to come to consoles.
Yeah, I remember like the website thing and all that.
And the announcement turned out to be a Persona themed festival exclusively for Japan. That actually leaked weeks beforehand via a Twitter account. There was a Twitter account that had that official artwork before they even announced the event. And I remember as soon as people discovered that, Atlas changed the name to some random person's name and kind of just try to lock it down and private it and everything.
Oh my god.
And people were like, what if this
They
is
were
the
like-
only announcement for the month? And I was insistent. This will not be the only announcement. This can't be the only announcement for the month. Lo and behold, what did you think of February's announcement?
It doesn't really do much for me because I can't really partake in it.
Happy for the people that can.
Yeah, it's great for them. Great for them. But for me it's like okay, whatever. On to the next one, I guess.
It's just, ugh. It's just, people are going to say that we're ungrateful and everything for it, but
I don't know about that one because like this is something that didn't Atlas West even hyped up the anniversary for us. And this is like an exclusive Japan thing. I can't really get excited about it.
Atlas West wouldn't have made this website for the Persona 25th anniversary if they didn't have anything to announce.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying,
So I don't know. It's a little weird.
How would you rate it? Scale of 1 to 10. I think we lost Rikku again.
Sorry, I'm back.
No, you good, dude. How would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm gonna say, like, objectively speaking, I'm gonna give it like a 6 or so.
Oh, that's
Like,
high.
it's high because, like, it's a big deal for Japan.
Okay.
If it were like for me,
look with your Western goggles.
with my Western goggles, that's a 1 because I just can't do anything. So.
I mean, like, what is there else? I mean, there's nothing there. I mean,
If they announced that they were coming to my town or something, that would be a 10 out of 10. That would be a 10 out of 10.
I would love to go to something like that.
Yeah, that'd be hype. Be really hype.
So, after that, I felt kind of burnt out by these announcements and everything. But there's been one more announcement since then, and that was in April. And that is where they announced the Persona Super Live is coming in October. So, what did you think about that announcement? Do you think they kind of redeemed themselves right there?
I don't know, because that's just an announcement of, like, a future event.
Right.
Does that really count as an announcement?
Right. I think I'm more looking at, like, what it could mean.
Yeah. I guess if you look at it from, like, this is like we're gonna get something big from this announcement, then yeah, I'd say, like, that's a good announcement.
Right. So obviously the concert excites both of us. We're both probably going to buy it and watch it. Everything.
Yes.
And we know what the possibility could be for this concert in the future. So, and what it could mean for the series and the 25th anniversary all together. So, how would you rate April's announcement?
I would rate it, personally, I'd give that, like, a good 6 because it's like it's promising something that we're probably going to get something really big at. So I'm excited for that. The announcement that's a good announcement to me. I'm
a huge concert simp, so I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10 because I love concerts.
That's pretty good. I agree with that. I think that's great.
Even if I can only watch it live, I love it. And also, to me, I'm judging that based on what could be, and I can totally see why people are like, oh, it's just an announcement of an announcement. I totally get that. By the way, I didn't even see him coming into this chat, but we're going to have David Cast JRPG's about to be on here. He's about to hop on here in a second. Looks like I'm
here.
There he is. There's the man of the hour himself. How are you doing today, sir?
I was doing great, but a little mad right now, but we'll manage.
Hey,
stupid garage again.
So tell me how you really feel about today's announcement, David.
It's interesting. Now, I'm gonna say I know. I'm the dumbass with actual expectations, right? This is where it's all coming from.
Right.
But I feel like they did a good job. That was clear. We knew what to expect. And as soon as they dropped the announcement, what did I tell you? I messaged you immediately. I was like, it's gonna suck.
Right.
We knew it, and it's fine. And again, I recorded a little something for my channel, but I just want to. I'm sure you guys talked about it already, so I feel like they made it clear. But to me, it's not interesting because everything's in the States. I can't go there. The physical events, the collaborations and stuff. That's super dope. The velvet room chair in a cafe and stuff. That's really, really cool. But it's not. I can't go. And then the Atlas Shop merch, same thing. T-shirts are cool, but they're $30 plus 20 shipping. I'm not gonna pay 50 USD for a shirt. So it's cool. It's just not for me, unfortunately. But what do you guys think? Quickly, I don't want to ask you to repeat or anything, but just quickly, just so I know where you guys are at.
Rikku, I'll let you start.
Okay, yeah. So I kind of understand where David's coming from. I personally can't go to California. So, like, for, like, all of the stuff that's happening over there, I can't be a part of it. But I still think it's a good announcement. As I said earlier with King, they told us what to expect, and I think that was a really good idea, especially because we have an announcement coming up next month. People would probably get a little excited about it. And overall, I think it's a pretty good announcement. I gave it a pretty good rating. I don't remember my rating. It was like a 5 or 6 or something, but that's like average. Like, I'm not extremely excited about it, but I am like, I think it's a good announcement.
His 5 at 6 and 10 is not like IGN's 5 and 6 out of 10, where they say it's garbage.
Yeah, 5 for IGN is terrible. For me, it's average.
I mean, with what they showed before, like let's say they called it Persona 25th times West. Oh my god, the dumbass out of me would have been like, let's go! It's gonna be insane. Like 10 ports announcement, Persona 8, let's go.
Yeah.
But they made it clear. So with that in mind, yeah. I guess if I was in the States, it would have been like a 7 or so.
We were also discussing, David, even after they made it clear, people were still getting their hopes up for this shit. What do you think about that? Why?
I mean, Atlas fans, I mean, because of what they do, right? They do a lot of things and they say a lot of things. And because of what they say and what they do, we're fucked up, right? In our minds, because we're used to their bullshit. So whenever they do those things, well, sometimes we're a little crazy and we expect stuff that seems so logical, but it really isn't. Of course, there was a couple of people in the, I don't know if you guys checked the Atlas chat before it started.
Yes.
There was this one dude that was like, P3 remake, P2 duality port, Persona 6. I'm like, what? They said merch and events.
There was
my
one person
God,
that suggested a Chie body pillow.
Yes, indeed.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
And right
I
before
posted
the
for that,
announcement,
that's
too, like everyone was like in the chat saying Morbius and it's Morbin time and stuff. And the official Atlas West YouTube channel said, "Don't make me have to mute Morbius on the chat." Like, what the fuck? Have y'all seen
I know
Morbius? By the way?
She also said, like, here you go, you wanted socks. Because of the people asking the Teddy socks. And then when they revealed it in the chat, she was like, hey.
Y'all asked for it.
Y'all asked for it.
There you
Now
go.
shut the fuck up. I hope she does that with the Nahobino, right? No Bino gang. Let's go.
You're never going to get a Beano.
Fuck
Did
you,
you
man.
say you actually watched Morbius, right?
I have not.
I have not.
I haven't either.
Oh,
And I don't understand what's the big deal about it either. I don't know what it is. Is it like a book that was turned into a movie or something? But why is it a big deal? I don't know. I
It's
don't get it.
it's a Marvel movie. It's a comic book.
Okay.
Jared Leto stars in the movie, and apparently it's one of the most god awful things. But because it's so
Oh,
awful,
really?
people are memeing it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
It makes me want to watch it now. I've never
honestly
wanted to
do
watch it
because
more.
of the memes.
I don't think if it wasn't for the memes and stuff and people saying how bad it would be, I don't think I would care to watch it. But I kind of want to watch it and at least rent it now and see what it's all about. I'm ready for some Morbin time. I mean, like people say, but
Yeah, people saying like it's the first movie to sell like 1 trillion copies. I'm like, yeah, it's just the memes everywhere. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I saw like Morbius, the video game, like on DS or something. I was like, what
yeah.
the fuck are they on about?
It looks so authentic too. That's what's surprising to me.
So, David, I also want to ask you, we were kind of going over, each announcement and everything. I guess I'm going to kind of ask Rikku too, but let me just refresh your mind right quick. We got digital wallpapers in September, and, Japan got a bunch of anime stuff. I'm going to rapid fire this for you, okay? How would you rate September's announcement?
It was the beginning. So with that in mind, it was a 4.
Okay.
The content of the reveal itself was a 5, but the fact that they started with this, I have to give it a 4.
If I was in Japan, if I lived in Japan, easily an 8.
Oh, I wouldn't go that high, but because of the animes and stuff, definitely a solid 7 for me. But I'm not an anime guy in general. I only watched the P4 animation. I didn't watch any of the other ones, including the P3 movies, and I heard those are really good. So
You need to watch that sometime.
I heard that. Yeah, I need to watch them.
I should have
Um,
watched them when they were on Netflix.
They're on Netflix?
They were like a few years ago, at least one of the
Bruh.
Persona 3 movies, and I should have
Oh,
watched
shit.
it.
I wish they were. That would be cool.
Yeah.
So, December, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax releases. They announce it. How would you rate that announcement?
If P4G were on console, I'd say 8. Without P4G on console, 6. It's a game that was unplayable before portably. Now it is. It's a game that wasn't playable on modern platforms. Now it is. So I gotta give him points for that. And the game's good. It's just not my thing. It's not. It's a fighting game. I don't play fighting games.
Now, if they would have bundled it as a Midnight Channel bundle for consoles, what would you rate it?
9.
Yes, easily. At the very least. But
And I'm not someone who would play it day one. P4G, I told you that before. I wouldn't play it day one. So, and I would still rate it a 9 because This makes sense. It is a great game with a great review score. It sold over 1 million on the dev platform, and these fuckers were surprised that it sold 1 million on Steam. Welcome
Amazing.
to Atlas.
Amazing how that happens.
Mm-hmm.
So, February. We obviously had high expectations for February for for a lot of reasons. And it turned out something that was leaked, the festival happened instead, so rate it.
Yeah, that was the worst one. That was well, I guess it's for us. I mean, for people in Japan, it was fine. For me, it was a 0. There was nothing for us. I'm not gonna say 2.
At least give it a 1 for that amazing artwork.
I mean, I'll give it a 1 because we streamed that night when they revealed it, and that was fun. So a 1 for that stream that we did.
They didn't even reveal it then. All they talked about during the stream was that they were adding rollback netcode.
Rollback, not at launch. What a great reveal. And the survey too. I want to mention that real quick. I don't know if you guys did the P4AU survey that they sent this week at Sega Insights Lab.
Mm.
No,
I haven't gotten an email about it.
Okay, and that's because you're not important enough. But I mean,
oh fuck you, dude! I got a Beano. What the fuck do you have, bitch?
No Beano.
No Beano?
I want a Beano.
I don't. No, I don't have any. I mean, yeah, they asked in the survey if what was the question exactly? It was what was your experience with the rollback in the game or something? I was like, why the hell are they asking that? It's not even out yet. I think it's not out yet. I don't know. I never touched the game after I made a video on the channel.
Shit, they actually asked that?
It after that.
They asked that?
Yeah,
what?
They did.
That's
yeah,
random.
It was not phrased that way, but it meant what was your experience with online and our rollback servers?
Bruh.
I should have screenshot that. Let me see if I still have the. No, it's like a 20 minutes survey. I'm not gonna do that.
I can't believe that shit.
No, I swear, it was something like this. I mean, maybe it was planned for launch, but it didn't make it. I don't know. I'm not a developer.
It's almost like they should have delayed it or something.
They also asked about they asked which version. Oh my god, you're gonna become a dumbass king when you hear this. I don't know why I didn't tell you. They also asked like on which platform did you play the game and stuff. I said PS4 and Switch because I have the 2 versions. And there was another question later on that said which version did you play? And there was like standard version, midnight channel bundle. I was like, fuck off! It's not available on console.
Bruh, I literally just picked It's like I just literally picked consoles.
I just picked consoles. Yeah, exactly. And you're teasing me, asking me if I.
No, I played the midnight channel bundle. You should have just clicked that.
Yeah. I wish I did.
So, April, the concert announcement. Rate it.
That was good for me because I know what's going to happen at the concert, and those Atlas concerts are great. Like we, I don't remember if you guys were watching with us in my server for the Reason of Music concert for SMT. That was freaking awesome. I woke up at 5 a.m. I was rocking to a Nocturne soundtrack at 4 a.m. And it was great. So I know for Persona, I watched the previous Super Live concerts. They're awesome. So just for the concert itself, I'm here for it. Plus, we know what's going to be revealed, or at least we have a really good idea. So for me, the concert, the fact that it's the announcement of an announcement, it has to lose points for that. But the concert itself is like a 10 excitement level for me. The fact that it was the announcement of a later concert, I'd say it's a 7.7. Yeah, 7.
I think it's fair to say whatever we expect is going to be announced at the concert, we expect it all along anyways. But the fact that they are doing a concert with it, and it pretty much confirms...
Even more hype.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it does. Yeah.
So
I know it's not the topic for today, but can I ask a quick question about the concert to you guys?
Sure.
The concert is called... One second. Persona...
Oh god, he's about to look into this shit.
Yeah, I just want to... Okay, yeah, it's called... let me pull it up.
Crossing something.
Persona... Oh, yeah, Crossing Journeys. When I talked about the concert for the first time, I just woke up and I recorded immediately. I didn't check out Twitter and stuff, and my comment sections were going all in with theories about the name of the concert, and I kind of forgot that before there was a meaning to the names of the previous Super Live concerts. So I was wondering if you guys had an idea for Crossing Journeys, what it could mean.
It's PQ3. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm not silent. I'm like, what should I say?
Rikku, you might have more thoughts than me on it because I have no expectations for it. So I'll let you have the floor if you have any thoughts.
Thanks for giving me the floor. I I agree. I don't know what to expect from, was it Crossing Journeys you said?
Yeah.
A crossover game, I guess. I don't know. That's all I can think of.
No, there was some interesting comments. I'll bring up my comment sections. We can keep talking, and if I find what there was some really interesting theories in there. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
P Sound Wish Crossing Journey is what's the Wish part too.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck. The only Wish I know is like Wish.com.
What are some of the previous names for the Persona concerts?
Night of the Phantom.
Night of the Phantom.
Was when they revealed like the first Persona 5 trailer, I believe.
Okay, Phantom. That makes sense.
2015 was Persona Super Live. So nothing for this one. The 2017 one was Sound Bomb. That's where they revealed the P3D and P5D
Mid.
and PQ2. And then 2019 was P Sound Street, and that was for Strikers and how the reveal was in Shibuya Square and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have nothing for Crossing Journeys. I have no clue what that means.
PQ3, guys, it's right there.
Could
Let me
be.
just send a source in the
next
chat for
mainline
people who
Persona
want
brings in old protagonists or something. I don't know.
Imagine if that is the announcement. PQ3, and that's it.
If they bring back PQ 1 and 2, why not? I never played it. Honestly, if they bring those games to Switch, I'd be hype as hell for me.
Dude, I'd get
I never played it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even though PQ was kind of mid.
I haven't played it.
I never played
like
it.
The dungeon, the dungeon crawling thing, but I definitely give it a shot if it came to Switch.
Yeah, for sure.
I just don't like the first person dungeon crawling. Kind of seems people are going to hate me for this. Get your pitchforks ready. It seems outdated to me. Sorry.
I kind of want to agree. I don't want to make people mad, but I think I kind of agree.
What sounds outdated? Sorry, Persona Q?
The first person dungeon crawling.
Oh, kinda, but I still like it. Like I played Redux Strange Journey last year. Shit, that aged really well. Like it was fun.
If I wanted to do first person dungeon crawling, I'd just like wake up and just start walking somewhere. I mean, there's no point to that shit. Now, if it was a VR game, maybe. But
oh yeah, I'm gonna have to like get used to it because I bought not Persona, Strange Journey Redux on 3DS, and I haven't played it yet, so I'll have to just get used to it.
I know, come at me with your pitchforks, guys, but I think first person dungeon crawling is something that should be left in the past. I
think most people would agree with you because when when Sega talked about soul hackers in a fiscal report, like was it early 2021? I think there was like all the main IPs that they want to focus on in the future, and there was SMT, Persona, and Soul Hackers was separate. And when I reported on that in the news episode, I mentioned how I thought it was strange, and I was like, "Are they going to bring back Soul Hackers?" And I had in mind a remake more than anything. And I was like, "Are they going to keep the first-person dungeon crawler that kind of aged? I'm not sure if it's going to work and all that stuff." And of course, I had no idea it was going to be a sequel because in my mind that was kind of impossible. Because it's like a 25-year-old game.
It's not. Is it a sequel? Is it really a sequel? Even though it's called Soul Hackers 2.
Not in the story sense, but there's going to be references, and yeah, you don't have to play the first game. They said it themselves, but it's called 2. God damn it! Right. I don't know why they did that. I wish it was called like the first one was Devil Summoner Soul Hackers. Cool. Call this one Soul Hackers, or call it something else. I don't know.
Soul Hackers something like a subtitle.
Because in my mind that's a reboot more than a sequel.
That's what I think it is. It's a reboot, but they just put the 2 on there for some reason.
Yeah, but why? That's my problem. Doesn't make sense.
Why does Alice make any of their business decisions?
They were surprised that P4G sold well on this. I'm never gonna give up on this. You know, when I read this, I was like, ain't no way.
Bro, people were mocking them, like they were mocking them on Twitter and everything. Like
Dude,
they were going hard on them.
It sold over 1 million on Vita. A dead platform with a garbage attach rate for software. Nothing against the Vita. I don't care for it, but I know you guys like it, and it's fine. It's fine. But it sold over 1 million on that system. That alone should tell you it has so much potential. You're going to put it on PC where millions are planning, of course it's gonna sell. Like, you don't need a genius to know that.
So, David, I was discussing with Rikku earlier before we kind of move on and talk over our expectations for the rest of the anniversary. Do you think there will be more of these Persona 25th Times West shows?
Interesting. I'm glad you brought this up. You guys talked about this before?
Very briefly, we touched on it. Yes.
Okay, cool. So let me be a dumbass with actual expectations and go all in.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
You know, that's one of the first thing that I thought about, and I know I messaged you about it. I was like, hey, I want to talk about this today during your show. And yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a reason why it was phrased that way. If you look at the stream, let me just bring it up again. It was Atlas. How did they phrase it? I want to get the exact phrase.
Events and merchandise.
Yes, Persona 25th Times West dash merchandise and event news. So what if it's Persona 25th Times West? What's next for Persona? Or let's say they're not going to say games or something. Definitely not. But you know what's next for Persona, and make it a general Nintendo Direct style thing, but mini. But
I've got it. Persona 25th Times West digital wallpaper showcase.
Oh my god.
Persona 25th Times West crossing journeys. You just don't know what it means. You're like, oh boy, what the hell are they going to show again?
So you're saying like the possibility of them doing like another one and calling it like games or something of that nature.
Games isn't too likely. It's too much. But something along those lines is... I don't know if something along those lines is going to happen, but I'm very confident we're going to get another one of these. Persona 25th West, they didn't put all that effort, get the voice actors back just for one thing. No, there has to be more than one.
How crazy is that they hired the voice actors to talk about a bunch of food?
They brought back the voice actors. There was all those animations, brand new, like different from what we got from Japan. It's similar, but different. You guys who are new fans, and I'm sure you guys in the chat, I don't have to tell you that, but new fans of Atlas, that never happens. That's the West doing something on their own, something decent on their own. Nah, it never happens. If you get something good, it's gonna be from an Atlas Japan stream. It's a very solid first step. I was more happy about this than anything else that they showed, to be honest. Just the fact that, hey, they're doing something cool and themselves.
If they would have just called it Persona 25th Times West and put nothing else,
oof.
Yeah,
that would have been problematic, because they managed our expectations even before we started. And I mean, she even like retweeted the like focus on the events and merch or something.
Right.
So
and people still didn't listen.
Yeah, they didn't. But still, it shows how they were doing everything that they could, because they know that we're dumbasses with actual expectations.
I asked Rikku this earlier, but do you think this announcement was kind of Atlas throwing the Western fans a bone? Or do you think it's just like...
I don't think so.
Because, I mean, it seems... Not that it's rushed. I know it's not rushed because, you know, you have to put these events together. You got to make time for the voice actors to record and everything. But do you see it as a way to, like, we hear you, we know that you haven't been a part of these announcements, here's something for you? Or do you think...
Nah. I don't think so. It makes sense what you're saying, but don't forget, they were surprised that people just sold well on PC. They wouldn't think that far. It's completely random. It was already planned, and the fact that they put all that work and money into it proves that to me. It was planned for quite a while. Something that was rushed was Wada talking about rollback coming in 5 months in February. That was rushed.
Which I'm sure they already had plans for rollback anyways.
Yeah, but they do you know how they did it like at 11 p.m. on a Sunday night? And it was a Western video? That was rushed. That was like, oh shit, we forgot about February. We have nothing. And they recorded that. That was rushed. Like this one, a little bit different. Maybe they did it just for us. I'm in the camp that no, even though that makes sense in my mind.
So,
what do you guys think?
I'm kind of torn. Rikku, what about you?
With the whole throwing a bone to the West thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel Well, I mean, considering with the whole Persona 4, we were surprised thing, it's kind of hard to like expect Atlas to think a lot with that kind of thing. But I don't know. I kind of feel like this was kind of like we're gonna give you guys something real
It's
quick.
hard to expect Atlas to think.
Yes,
That's the number one quote of this show today.
I'm sorry, but it's kind of true.
It is.
It's kind of true.
Yep.
So, let's put a little bow on the ratings and everything. All in all, the first 8 months of this anniversary, how would y'all rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would rate it, for me, I'm gonna give it like a smooth 4 because we got Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. I'm glad we got a game at least so early into the anniversary, but after that it's been like pretty low. But I'm expecting good things in October. That's why I'm gonna just say middle ground 5.
Yep. I'd have to agree on that one. Doesn't pass. It's nah. And it's at 5 because of the concert announcement, because it would be at 4.
But what about
And I assume
Persona 4
that
Arena
if you're-
Ultimate? I mean,
If
Max.
you're a fan of Ultramax, you would give it a 6. I guess it still doesn't have rollback. If you're into fighting game, you're gonna cry about rollback. That's what I see all day, every day on Twitter. So that's problematic. No physical release. There's not much in terms of like additions to the game either. It's a straight port, and it's fine. It does the job, and it was priced properly. But I'm not gonna give it points for that, or at least not more than 0.5.
We've got people, Lucifer says 4 out of 10. Philemon says 6. I think that pretty
And I'm going to ask real quick, sorry to cut you off, Philemon, is that because of Persona 4 Arena that you gave it a 6? I know you mentioned the concert.
He says, I'm just excited for the concert is all.
Huh.
J-Cat says 2.
Dang.
Fitting.
Damn! At least we got some cool art.
Oh yeah, we did. Like, oh my god, like we got some insane pieces. Like the all of them are great. The concert art is really, really great. The one where they're all in a gala style, like they're going
Mine
to like
looks
some
fine,
ceremony or
dude.
something. Oh my
She's
god.
fine.
Yes, yes. I simped a little bit. Oh my god, no, it was really, 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 really great. Really.
Like, I wanted her to take her heels off so I could smell them feet.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
Anyways, moving on. What do you guys expect for June? I know David's made his own video. Rikku, I don't think you do the predictions videos, do you? I don't believe you do.
I haven't. I've only made like one Persona 25th anniversary video, and that was a while back. I probably should make another one at some point.
Let's just say that no one watches our content here. What do you guys expect for June?
I want to hear Rikku on this one.
Okay. I don't want to sound like I'm crazy, but I think June is going to be a good month because there's just a lot of opportunities for like all these things that are happening in June. I assume Sony's going to have some event. Obviously, we have the Summer Games Fest. I think we could get the Persona 4 Golden. That sounds crazy. I sound crazy, but I think we can get Persona 4
Hold the
Golden. I
fuck
think
on,
that's what we
Rikku.
need.
Hold on. You're going a little too far there.
That's way too much to ask.
Just take your digital wallpapers and be happy.
Is that just completely fair, by the way? Is that just a bet? Or do you have like reasons to believe it's going to be P4G?
This is kind of just like, it's kind of just me guessing. It's been a while, but I think I'm kind of just guessing at this point. I don't know where else it could fit. I mean, there's a lot of like events happening in June. I think Atlas could slip something in there.
I think so. What I said in my video is also P4G coming to consoles, and I kind of the way I see it, gonna be Persona 25th times during the Summer Games Fest. Exactly what they did during the previous Jeff Keighley show, which was the Game Awards. That's when they did a Persona times for P4 Arena Ultimax. That's where it got revealed. So why not do it again in June? And June also marks the 2nd year anniversary of the PC port for P4G and the 10th year anniversary of P4G on Vita. So it would be a 10-year anniversary of P4G, and we bring it to the 2 other platforms or 3 other platforms that are missing. It's a small project for them, low investment, high revenue, and it would be for them a big announcement, believe it or not, because they refuse to port their games. So that would be huge, I think. And I think it makes a lot of sense. So I would have to agree with Rico on that one. Other people said other things too. I don't want to get your idea though, so maybe you want to go first before I talk about other things.
P4G, that is my expectation
That's
as well.
yours as well. Okay.
We all kind of agree on that. I think it's also partly because we're kind of in the middle of releases. Atlas doesn't have anything right now. We have 13 Sentinels in April, right?
Bang your game.
Absolutely.
April or March. I can't remember off the top of my head. But
April.
Soul Hackers isn't until the end of August, so they have nothing until then. This is, to me, like Rikku said, to me, this is the last time we can hope for a port of an old game. Because obviously, at the concert event, we're not going to get a P4G port. They're going to do something bigger than that, in my opinion. So, that's why I say it makes sense. You release it for $20, $30, whatever. It's not going to hurt sales of Soul Hackers 2. It would probably actually get people excited for it. I think it just makes sense.
Yeah. You know what? You just made me think of something, and I never talked about it before. You said P4G not at the concert, and I agree. And you know what? There's one port that I think would be big enough for the concert as a side reveal next to like the obvious P6 teaser trailer. P5 Royal, full big old release with maybe some improvements and stuff, little touch-ups here and there. Make it Xbox, Switch, PC.
Dude,
Or do some type of director's cut of P5R and bring it to all the platforms. Like Switch, PS5, Series systems, Xbox, PC. That would be big enough for the concert, I think.
Oh yeah,
as a side reveal.
That would be huge. Like
they could price it like high too.
Oh yeah, they could charge $50 for that thing.
I think so.
I mean, yeah, I think that'd be sweet. I'd love to play it on PS5.
And another thing that I think is possible in terms of port is P3. Like P3's been rumored for like so long to be coming to PC, and I think it could come to other platforms as well. I feel like that's not a concert type of reveal because it would be a minor remaster. I feel like so that would be a June announcement too.
Could you see? I talked about this in my video, not to be selfish, but obviously we have PC Gaming Show again this year in June.
Yeah.
We got P4G at the PC Gaming Show 2 years ago. It was rumored at the same time that P3 was also going to be coming as well, and obviously that's never happened. Do you think we could possibly see P3 at PC Gaming Show?
P3 for PC? I think so. Yeah. I mean, why not? Definitely FPS. I think that'd be an easy one to get.
I want to say yes, but I streamed PC Gaming Show last year, the second edition of the show, and it was so ass.
Oh yeah, it was bad. Like, it was
awful, and I feel like Atlas were there the first year just because it was the first year. That's my feeling, and they were like one of the biggest announcements during that show, a P4G Shadow drop. So it shows how trash the rest of the show is, and it's nothing against them. They're starting, so it's cool. But man, that was rough. That was really rough. So I think they're done with PC Gaming Show. Yeah. It's just a random guess though. I don't know.
So
I'm kind of randomly guessing at this point too with PC Game Show.
Yeah.
If a P3 port would happen, where would they announce it?
So I heard that it would get announced. Well, I didn't. I've been hearing on Twitter from people that they would announce like it would be like kind of together with P4. So I guess wherever P4 got announced, that would also get announced, I guess.
I mean, for P4G, I feel like this would, since it's more aimed towards the console gamers, I feel like it's some type of Summer Game Fest announcement. I don't think they're going to show PC exclusive at Summer Games Fest. And I don't know if they would port P3
Well,
to
I don't
PC
think
and other
Atlas would be
platforms. I don't
stupid
know.
enough just to put P3 on PC. Listen, this is the same
Yeah.
company that
hope,
said after
yeah.
the success of P4G on PC, we've decided to put P4AU on consoles.
That was a good one too. Someday I'll commission an artist to draw some type of portrait with all the great quotes from the great Atlas, and I'll frame it. I want to do that. And there's going to be all those quotes from interviews, or like the one community manager in an interview with IGN in like 2017. She was like, "Oh, you want Persona 5 on Switch? Well, ask us for it. Make your voices heard, and we'll listen." And then that's when the whole Break Free Persona started. I want to frame all those moments.
That'd be a masterpiece.
Also,
it'd be a huge frame.
A great quote would be, "We're going to have expect Project Re Fantasy news this year."
Yeah, I forgot that was the game that was happening.
My God, I was hyped when I saw Re Fantasy in the one of their latest surveys, just because I saw the name. I was like, "Oh shit, they didn't forget."
Right. I think it's such a great premise. A fantasy game by Atlas. Like, yo, I'm down 100%.
Yep. Oh yeah.
But I almost forgot it existed because they just haven't been saying anything about it.
Can you believe it was announced and revealed 5 years ago?
Actually, I can, sadly.
It's sad. Yeah. That's when Persona 5 released in the West, vanilla.
Dang. That's
crazy.
Terrible.
I kind of want to say that COVID slowed things down. I would really like to think that. But at the same time, they've had 2 years to show us something. You know, I mean, show us something. Even if it's just new concept art. We've got nothing.
Yeah, at least something.
Absolutely zero to show. But before we wrap things up, because we've been going out for about an hour complaining and shit so far, I want to know what you guys think we're going to see for the rest of the Persona 25th anniversary, especially at the concert. Obviously, Atlas has added a couple of more announcements. It was at 7, now it's at 9 announcements. I kind of find it hard to believe that they can fit 4 announcements in between now and October when the concert happens. So I want to get you guys' thoughts on that.
Okay, so starting from now, are we going to include June in this question? Because if we are, definitely P4G for Switch and PlayStation, maybe and Xbox, Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. I think at the concert we're definitely gonna see a teaser or either a conceptual trailer or something for Persona 6. I think that's like a given at this point. Outside of that, I don't really have any expectations. I don't know if there's gonna be another Persona spinoff or something like that. But I do think P4 and like P6 seem like kind of like a lock.
David?
I'm in the same line of thoughts. P4G, if we get something else before the concert, it's sad, but I feel like June is now or never. If we get a port, it's now, or we're just not going to get one before the concert. P5 Royal, getting some type of new release, getting revealed at the concert. That's a new idea for me. I just came up with this today because before I had one thing in mind, and I was like, at the concert, there's going to be 2 things. There's going to be a side game getting revealed, so that could be a port or a re-release, a collection, anything like that, a new spinoff. That's the side thing, and the main thing during the concert would be the Persona 6 reveal. I'm expecting 2 things. The Persona 6 reveal would be best case scenario, some type of July 20th SMT5 trailer, right? Where you see a little bit of the protagonist, a little bit of music, no gameplay. You get a date, you get confirmation that it's a worldwide release. That's like best case scenario. More realistic would be a minute and 30 seconds of a very, very short teaser. Not a 5 chairs red background or 6 chairs green background type of thing, but a 1-minute teaser, more along the lines of the first SMT5 teaser that was shown in January of 2017, where you saw all the Unreal Engine 4 models of the demons, something along those lines. That's like the worst thing that I could see, which would still be hype because it's the next big thing after Soul Hackers 2.
Yeah.
For the side project, though, again, P5, or I've been low-key predicting Persona Q collection coming to modern platforms. I feel like this is a concert side type of reveal.
I think that's a perfect celebration announcement too. That
yeah, and it works with crossing journeys.
Just saying.
Like all the series, all the games crossing in one big journey.
Chicken Permission brings up a good point. What about that Goro Akechi game that was that Zippo said that was supposed to happen?
We should get Zippo on the Kings Games podcast.
Alley Cat just starts playing.
He's definitely lighting up that Zeepo under that crack pipe.
Rikku, did you ever believe that? I'm sure you heard of that Zippo leak with the Goro Akechi game. What did you think about that?
That never really sounded realistic to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. How would it play? Are we talking?
I will say, it does take balls to predict that.
Oh, yeah. Really, because if it happens, I'll give it a lot of credibility. The problem with Zeepo, and the reason why, if you look at his Atlas track record, you're going to say things like what I said a minute ago. You're going to laugh and you're going to be, it's stupid. But if you look at other Sega things, he predicted, and I know you don't like the Series King, but he predicted a ton of Sonic things. Like Sonic, he predicted like the Sonic Direct type of thing. He predicted the reveals that would be in there. He predicted that there was going to be the original soundtrack from Sonic 3 in that little collection, and it's there. And that was like really out there when he predicted that, and it was all correct. And that's Sega. So
does it
that's
really
why
count if you predict something Sonic related? Because the Sonic franchise isn't that exciting. It doesn't really have like it's not very innovative. I'm sorry.
I thought you were going to say something intelligent.
I'm just saying, it's not very innovative. Sonic is not that innovative. I'm sorry. I mean, it's just a guy. It's just a hedgehog running around. Who gives a fuck?
You know what I want to do one day? I want to give you a gift, and it's going to be some type of Sonic game. And then once you open the package and you see the game, Alley Cat starts playing.
Oh my god,
that'd be great.
I just say, like, would I either look at paint dry or play a Sonic the Hedgehog game in 2022? I'm going to have to go with watching paint dry. I'm sorry. Just
Akechi spinoff. It sounds like a thing that like it sounds so unlikely, but like I also like I can't see it happening, but I also like it seems like a thing that it would subvert everybody's expectations. So I don't want to say it's not happening. I'm not really sure though.
Yeah, it's really out there, but I can kind of see it. Like, let's say they said, "Oh, it's gonna be a freaking Haru mid game."
Hey, you shut the fuck up, bitch! This is my podcast. You can't come on this shit and talk that shit. You can't fucking do that. Mute.
I'm Makoto gang, so you already know.
Makoto?
I do. She's not that great, but she's better than fucking Haru.
Hey, I do have a chance to meet her voice actor next weekend at this convention I'm going to. It's a trading card convention. For some reason they got anime voice actors to be there. I'm not sure why.
I've met Makoto's voice actor and I thought that was awesome. So
yeah. I'll probably get a picture. I like Makoto. It's just that over time I've kind of soured on her character. Sorry.
Yeah, I understand.
I grew up on her. When I played Vanilla, I was like, oh, she's annoying and stuff. And when I played Royal, I thought she was alright. She's her sister, though.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Now that is someone that I would love to have their feet sweat rubbed all over.
Oh my god. You're not wrong. You saw that gambling machine for P5?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Why the hell wasn't Whims of Fate playing in the back of that?
That is a good fucking question.
Perfect, bro.
Such a missed opportunity. Someone did it though. Someone replied with an edit. He added it on it.
We're doing your job for you guys.
Yeah.
Honestly, to me, the gambling thing they've done it before with P3 and P4, so it makes a lot of sense.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they did.
I didn't know that they did that. I saw that on Twitter today. I was like, oh, really? Interesting. I thought Konami was the only one doing that, but apparently not.
Do y'all gamble?
I do not.
I do not.
I don't have money to gamble.
Me neither.
Yeah.
In order to gamble, you have to have money. I definitely do not. I spent $400 on a Steam Deck that I don't currently have in my hands. I have no money.
Spent $400 to drive 10 kilometers away from my house.
God.
Filling my car with gas.
HUDK, I can buy Shadow World DD Mouse Shadow Swing Mix on vinyl for $439 USD. Yes, that should be the June announcement. Shadow World DD Mouse Shadow Swing Mix exclusive limited edition vinyl record.
There's one thing with that track. Every single time that I hear it, I feel like it's worse and worse and worse every single time. It gets so bad.
I almost couldn't believe what I was hearing when I heard it with King and Rising the first time. I was like, oh,
Yeah, I
this is not an
remember.
actual
I
song.
listened to that.
This is
That was
official.
a great show.
It's something if it's like a fan thing or if someone like made it to like make fun of the song or something, that's fine. But this is an official remix. I mean,
It's
like,
pretty mid, kind of like the Junis team.
bro,
Yeah.
I have this man just. Why do I invite you on here?
No, the Junis team is a little better.
The
It's like
dynamic is
a beat.
hilarious between you two.
It's a solid beat here.
No, DD Mouse is like the weirdest song though. Like I'm just like,
Yeah.
there's just this really obnoxious clicking sound, and I'm just like, I
Sounds
don't
like a clicker from The Last of Us.
yeah. What is going on in this song? Like, I don't know.
It
And it's
doesn't
in the
even
same
match the
game.
beat of the song.
Right.
In
right.
my tier list that I made on my own for Persona Music, there was I don't know if you guys knew, but when I ranked like P3D like super low, people were mad. They're like, "Hey, it deserves to be higher." I was like, "What the?" I didn't know people like that soundtrack.
P3D is a decent soundtrack. It's much better than Persona 5 dancing soundtrack.
Yeah.
I think it was okay. I do like P4 the most though.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
it's super good. Yeah, it's
I don't
extremely
understand.
good.
I just don't understand how DD Mouse was in the same game as the Heaven
He's-
Norihiko game.
He's like y'all know Birdman. He used to jump
Yep.
on every single track back in like 2010, just
was
rap some
always ass.
incoherent shit, and then just leave the studio. I feel like that's what
Pitbull
DD Mouse
style.
did with the Shadow World swing. He Birdman that up.
Yeah, he's such a good.
Oh my god. David, you're gonna love this. Cody donated $5.
Shadow World / Kingdom Did a Mouse Remix Adrenaline Edition.
Oh my gosh. Shadow World Kingdom / DD Mouse Shadow Swing Mix Edition. That was Cody Rhodes donating $5 right there.
Damn.
Thank you
you're
so
lucky.
much, the Cody Rhodes. I appreciate all the money you've given me today. Thank you so much. But yeah, it's it's total ass. I feel like he just like they just said, here's a deadline. You got 2 days to create the song. And he just started playing on piano randomly. That's the
Pretty
only
much, right?
So
explanation.
bad though. It's so bad. Sometimes I play some games like you're gonna play some game that is like super low budget and the soundtrack slaps. Like I played
Monarch!
Caligula Effect 2 last year, and when you play it, it screams low budget. I still had fun with it, but it screams low budget through the whole thing. And you listen to the tracks and they're like, God, that slaps. It's so good. Every single track is fire, fire, fire. So when you have like a decent budget, I'm like, why would you allow this garbage on your soundtrack? Like, who listened to this and was like, hell yeah, dude, let's put it on there?
There's a
Drop.
reason why they made it free DLC for P4D.
I don't want it.
Imagine putting it on there to buy for $2.
They should have paid us $2 to download it. To be honest.
Nah, not worth it.
Every time you download DD Mouse Shadow Swing Mix, you get $2 in the mail.
I'm gonna stay broke, I guess.
Speaking of mid-tier games, Monarch was but it had a banger soundtrack.
Monarch was pretty decent, but yeah, it was again
Okay,
another
you
low
can stop
budget
sucking his
video
dick,
game.
David. It wasn't that good.
No, it was good. It had issues, but it was good. I had fun with it. Dude, you don't like Xenoblade. Your opinion's not. worth it.
Xenomid?
Xenoblade is ooh,
Xenomid?
top tier.
How about
Yeah,
that voice
really
acting in
good.
the first game?
No, in two,
first game
it's
was great.
bad
Second
too.
game is where it's like kind of
Both games aren't that great. The first game was alright, but 2 is rough, man. I'm 40 hours in right now. Like shit, that voice acting is ass, but everything else is super good. The gameplay is fire. The stories is just decent, and I know that's controversial. I think it's just decent. The music is awesome, and yeah, cool. Great game.
Rex really like gave a bad first impression. I think that's the issue. It's that one scene where he's screaming. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's like FF10 laughing scene type of bad at times.
Yeah.
I think I should give it a try at some point. I haven't given it a fair shot, I feel like.
I think you'll like too.
And
because
if
of the character.
anything can get me into the game, it's Pyra.
Oh yeah, Pyra's awesome. Pyra's awesome.
Now you should play 1 before. 1 on Switch is like super easy to get into, way more than 2, in my opinion.
I
I
heard
think it's the better game, but the first game is like, yeah.
Emiya brings up a good point. Morbius is better.
Oh,
Seems like people agree on Monarch though.
Sorry, you're alone here, David.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I get the concerns and they're all fair, but I still had fun. I guess through the whole thing, I had fun. So
Imagine
the
being a
ending
game
is
5
painful, though.
Imagine being a game 5 times before you can get the true ending.
Yeah, no, the ending is painful.
I mean,
That doesn't sound fun.
Guys, I think we've rambled on for a little bit of time. Right quick, guys, if you subscribe to my channel, I'm sure you already know who's on this channel, but if you haven't already, please go subscribe to them, David Cash RPGs, Katana and Rikku. Their links are in the description. They're awesome. David's helped me a lot. Rikku is very inspirational to me. I love his content as well. Rikku, I still can't wait for Stray. Apparently that's going to be releasing in the next couple of months. David here thinks it looks mid.
I think it looks
The
great.
idea is cool. No, the idea is cool.
Oh, the idea is cool!
No, the idea is cool, but you gotta be a fucking loser to play this.
Oh my
Dude, shut the
God.
fuck up!
No, I'm just kidding. It looks okay. Not my thing.
I guess it's not for everybody.
Well,
Playing as a
to be
cat,
fair,
but
we haven't seen any gameplay.
This is true. It's very.
We have
good
not?
what we've seen.
It was CG
We've seen,
trailers that we
we've seen
saw
a
before?
We've seen a little bit of gameplay. Just
Have we?
Okay.
I thought it was just all a CG trailer.
No, they have a second one that they followed up with, and it has
Shit,
like
I haven't seen it.
5 or so minutes of gameplay. It looks pretty interesting. I like it
Graphics
too.
are great.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's an indie game because it looks way better to me.
It
than,
looks
most
great.
games.
Guys, thank you both so much for joining today. I had a lot of fun. I'm sure we'll get back on the original topic. It was supposed to be Megaton Memories, but Atlas had to go and drop a mid-tier announcement on us today, so we had to talk about it. So, thank you both so much for joining. I had a blast. Thank you, David. Thank you, Rikku.
Thank you for having me on.
Hey, thank you for having me on. Sorry I was late.
Yeah, I ain't gonna forgive you, bitch. Never